Well, hello everybody. Today we're doing a collaboration with Leah from Make All the Things With Me called Quick and Easy Budget Friendly Gift Ideas. It's a YouTube collab and you will see several of us on a playlist. And you can follow that playlist and see everybody there. I'm Sheila from Sweetie's Creations and Decor. I'm just going to show you some quick ideas today. So your mind kind of thinks of a lot of things, but I think these are budget friendly quick. Grab you some canning jars or start saving your little jars that you have from home. This was some pesto in the jar, little pesto. So anytime you have these little jars, if you don't have some, ask your neighbors. They'll save them for you. And just put you some. And this is a little canning jar. And you can still find these little small ones at Walmart and places like that. I grabbed some Epsom salts to use for my snow. I got that at Walmart, inexpensive. You can find it in all kinds of discount stores. Grab you some. We're just going to do some quick little ideas here. Now you can make it and keep your top on and paint your top and all that. Or you can leave them open. Now if you're going to give them to somebody that you're afraid they may spill it, you may want to put your top on there. So little things you can do. Here's a little gingy that I got from Michael's. I got 2 of them. This will fit down in there. Now we can take a little bit of that snow out if we need to, just kind of pat it around and see how cute that is. But I really love these jars here because you can see it so much better. So if you can get some little clear jars, I think they look the best. You can put you a little tree in there. Let's move our little friend a little bit there and put a little tree behind it. Have a little tree in there. All kinds of little things you can put in there. The little trees, you can get a little bit taller tree. I have one that's a little bit tall, but I still wanted to show it to you. If you had a little taller jar, and it's okay if it sticks out the top, really. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect. Stick your little person in there. Here's a little gingerbread. I think these came from maybe Hobby Lobby. You can just stick those in. Then you have something easy peasy. Now if you wanted to put the top on, you probably could kind of push this down a little bit. It is a little bit tall on this tree, but I didn't have one kind of medium size. But you get the idea. You can also put some little things on your trees, like some of these little candy canes, things like that. You could glue your little candy canes on. And just make it something simple and easy in these little jars. But all kinds of things you can do. A little gnome would go in here. But it doesn't matter that it's like this. You can still see through it. I think there's all kinds of things you can put in here. One of the little candy canes. You can get these at the Hobby Lobby. But look how cute these cards. These are the little gift cards that you can put with your food, or you can just use them on your gifts. Look how cute that is. Put that in there. Put your little gingerbread. Then you have a whole scene. But these are just simple. Grab you some jars and do that. Quick, simple, easy. Easy, easy. Now here's another little idea. These are little frames. So you can find this one at, you could find it at the dollar store, any of the dollar stores. Just look for them. They're just little inexpensive little frames. And I put my little piece of plastic or glass to the back. I don't usually use it on the front. You can glue your little decoupage piece on here, or you can simply just put it in the frame. Now this is a little snow person that we're going to cut it just a little bit more on this side to make it fit. And this was a little round, and I'm okay with it being round. We can just decoupage it on right here to this little piece of plastic. Just use your little bit of Mod Podge, put it on this little piece of plastic. It doesn't have to be square, it can be round or oval. Let's get a little bit of our Mod Podge. Let's put just a tad on there, get it to stick. You can do all kinds of things with these frames. You can paint on them. You can leave it like it is and just put a little bit of some paint on there to decorate that up. So let's just put our little friend in here, and it's just a little small frame. If you want to do it the other way and put it on your cardboard, then put the other in there, you can do that too. So I'll trim that off just a little bit. Needs a little trimming on this side. You just kind of have to put it in there and then see how much trimming you need. Looks like it needs a little trimming here, right in here, and that's okay. It's still going to be cute. And that's all you got to do. Quick, simple, easy, right? Just put it on your piece of plastic. Then just put it in your frame. Let's fix it a little bit. Look how cute. Now, I'm going to embellish them up just a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of my Paint Pixie Peridot, which is a metallic paint. I'm just going to put a little bit on my finger, just like you would a Rough and Buff or any other of those. Just put a little bit on your frame to decorate it up. It's going to give it a little bit of a shimmer. And you have not used any product that is very, if you're sensitive to some of those Rub and Buffs and some of those other products, then you can use metallic paints. And these are very friendly. They're from the earth, so you do not get that scent. If you have a little problem with scents, this Paint Pixie paint is great for that. And I'm just rubbing it on our frame just to dress up this outside just a little bit. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Let's put a little bit more right in here. And look how sweet that frame is now. You can put a little greenery on the top, or you could put a little bow. I'm going to put a little bit more of the metallic right there. Let's give it just a quick little dry, just so we can make sure that's dry. Put a little bit of some greenery maybe on there. I'm just going to take a little bit of hot glue, and let's just put a little piece of greenery. So I'm just going to trim this just a little bit. This is just some little scraps that I have. I save all my little scraps. You never know when you might need them. Let's just put a little bit of the greenery on here. Right in here. A little piece of greenery will do it. We're just going to put that just like that. I'm going to take just a little bit of my Sweet Annie. I'm going to take a little piece or two of that off. If you don't have the Sweet Annie, just use you some dried flowers. Works the same. This just makes it smell a little bit more festive. You also could put little cinnamon sticks if you like that scent. That would be good. And I'm just going to put that right there with it. And there's a quick and simple, excuse the glue, there's just a quick little simple frame. How pretty is that? All decked out for Christmas. Quick. If you don't have a frame, get these little boxes. Sometimes you can find these at the dollar store or Hobby Lobby, and maybe they have something on it. You can peel the paper off, or you have some you can just paint over. Put your little piece of decoupage paper on there. This is a little bitty mold piece and some little bitty snowflakes. That would be cute, quick and easy. I got a little frame from Michael's. These were on sale. I love this frame. Isn't that sweet? You wouldn't have to paint that or do anything, but you definitely could if you want to. Another one that's going to be really cute, and these have glass, and I put that toward the back. So let's see if we can fit this little guy in there. I think we can trim him off, even though he's a little circle. That's okay. I believe we can get him in here. This is a little print from Trailside Designs. That's Miss Sue, and she does have these free on her page. Be sure that you don't sell them or give them to somebody else. Let them load their own. And she offers these, I think that's so sweet, free. And that is going to be darling in there. Love that little snow person. But I'm just going to put these toward the back. Now keep your glass, because if you give this as a gift to somebody and they decide after Christmas they'd like to put one of the grandchildren or something in it, they've got a quick little cute frame. Get them while they're on sale. When you watch this, I don't know if they'll still be on sale, but they may be. But just look for some on sale. Just put your print in, see if it's out a little bit, then you just trim it off. This is quick crafting, y'all. Excuse me. I don't think you have to do a thing to the frame. Let me get it in just a little bit straighter. I like him, just move him over just a little bit. There we go. Now, there you go. How sweet and cute and simple is that? I love that. Let's see if we've got another little piece of greenery we could add. You could also stick a tree on here. You could just simply take one of these little trees and put it in the corner, and that would be darling. Could do that. I like quick and simple and easy. Let's get a little piece of this greenery here. Could use that little pine cone even though. This is a little bit long, so I'm just going to trim that piece off. And you could put anything you want on here. Anything that you have. You also could paint some of these little people up. There is some little gingies that come in a packet, like these. You could put gingerbreads and put one of those on there. These are just simple little quick ideas that you can do. You know, I think we're going to put... I'm going to put that pine cone. It's a tad big, but we're not going to worry about it. I think it'll be okay. I think we can make it work. I like it. Let's put us a little hot glue. Little hot glue right there. Look how quick and simple these are. Little hot glue on that one. Little hot glue on that piece. We'll trim it off just a little bit. And then that pine cone. Hold on, y'all. Didn't get enough hot glue. Put a little bit more. Kind of dried on me. There we go. Okay. Let's put that back. We're going to trim that probably just a bit. Well, it's okay. It's okay. Look how cute that is on there. Simple, easy, right? Grab you some inexpensive. And then I've got one that's from the Dollar Tree. And y'all, this one is I think this one came from the Dollar Tree. This glass normally will come out, but you're going to have to take this kind is a little, I don't like these as much because it's hard to get that glass out of there. You kind of have to push this off and get that glass and slide it out. But it's kind of in there, so we're just going to use it. Gift bags. These little gift bags. You can find the little tiny ones, and you can just slip it in there. I'm going to take the little handles off. How do you like these quick ideas? Y'all be sure and leave me a comment and a heart and let me know that you like these little quick gift ideas, especially for grandmother, that she can put some picture in there when you take it out for Christmas. Let me see if I got that straight. Look how cute. Isn't that cute? All right, let's take a little, let's do a little ribbon. What did I do with that ribbon? I had some, got some out, but I probably put it back up. You can put anything on this frame you want to. Here's my little ribbon, I believe. Right here it is. Right in front of me. Now, we can just take this little polka dot ribbon. I would put this on, to be honest, the best thing to put it on with, it'd be like some little tacky glue. Because that's not going to come off like the hot glue would. But I've got a little bit of Gorilla hot glue, so let's just go ahead and put some on here. Okay, let's see if we can just go ahead and just put it on. Just put us a little bit of some glue. Okay, now right here, you can either fold it at the edge and keep going with it, or you can cut it off and do it that way. I like to kind of fold it over and just keep going. So we're going to fold it just a little bit. I'm going to put some more of the hot glue, and since I'm using that hot glue, I think it'll be okay. All right, let's just kind of do our corner, and let's keep going here. You just kind of have to do your corners. You're just going to fold them. Just fold them easily. See how I did that one? It's just folded in the corner. Then you're going to go down here. This came from, I don't remember where this is from. It might have come from Dollar Tree one time, but I believe this kind of came from either Joann's or somewhere like that. That's probably what I'm thinking. Y'all kind of got a mess here. Sorry about that. All right, let's fold that edge. We're going to fold that one in and put some glue on it. And then we're going to keep going with our ribbon. Did y'all count how many ideas that is already? How cute are these ideas? I like quick and simple and easy, especially if I'm going to give them to somebody. These are great for teacher gifts, for your Sunday school teacher, just some of your friends you just want to give a little something to, but they've got everything they need, so you just want to kind of give them a little something. Then take your corner and go ahead and finish it off right here, and then just give it a little cut. Those scissors are not my best ones. And then you're just going to glue that down. You won't even notice it. I probably would have started at the bottom. So if you're really worried about that, you can start at the bottom, or you can make you a little bow to go over it and it won't really show. But look how nice and high-end that looks now. Isn't that cute? Just a simple little bag with some ribbon. Simple little frame with a little decoupage or free print. A little box. Another little frame. Or you can use the little jars. I just think these are adorable and so easy peasy to do. So let's put our little tree in this one and put our little Gingy back in there. She's a little big. I would get a little bit bigger tree, but I'm using what I have. But look at these great ideas that you can do. Quick, simple, easy. Grab you some prints. I have some prints that I have left over. I use bits and pieces of those to frame. Just something easy to go. There you go. Quick, easy crafting and on a budget. So y'all let me know that you like these little ideas and you're going to use some of them. I would love to know. And thank you, Leah, for having me today. And I hope that y'all will watch all my friends in this collaboration. Give us all some hearts, some comments, and make sure that you hit that subscribe button. See you soon. Thank you for watching.